It's not looking good for Tiffany Henyard, y'all. Dalton, Illinois' super mayor not only is facing 22 different lawsuits, but the law firm that's representing her is talking about quitting for the same reason the city is mad. Lack of funds.
Fox 32 has obtained copies of the 2 federal subpoenas served on Thornton Township on Friday. And there are 2 big takeaways. Tiffany Henyard is clearly a target of the criminal investigation, and that investigation is growing.
Overall, it tells me that the investigation is expanding. It's not just focusing on the city of Dalton.
Former FBI agent Ross Rice says the subpoenas revealed the burgeoning scope of the federal criminal investigation into Thornton Township Supervisor and Dalton Mayor Tiffany Henyard. One subpoena focuses entirely on Henyard, including 2 businesses she owns, a restaurant and a property management company, as well as Henyard's political fund and the charity bearing her name. It asks for all records, including personnel files, wage and tax statements, time and attendance, records of work performed, contracts, and checks written to cash.
The mayor and the township supervisor, who are one and the same, appear to be the primary focus of the investigation.
The second subpoena requests a kitchen sink of township records, including financial reports, budgets, payroll records, and ordinances covering credit card purchases, expense reimbursements, security details, and the use of vehicles. Officer Young put in for 303 hours in a 2-week period. 303 hours. Fox 32 has reported extensively about Henyard's use of a police security detail, which police say has hampered their ability to fight crime. You need security to protect you from questions from reporters? The subpoena also asks for payments and credit card expenditures for a number of township employees, including Henyard's top lieutenant Keith Freeman, some township trustees, and Henyard's boyfriend, who runs the township's youth violence prevention program.
Hey y'all, this is Mayor Tiffany Henyard, Supervisor Henyard, the people supervisor.
The subpoena also focuses on township travel, including a story first reported by Fox 32 and the Illinois Answers Project about a trip Henyard took to Springfield in 2022 with Dalton and Thornton Township employees, ostensibly to raise money for a cancer charity in her name. We wondered who was paying for all of this, and so are the feds.
The tax dollars.
For records of municipal resources being used on behalf of Friends of Tiffany Henyard, her political fund, and charitable organizations, including the Tiffany Cares Foundation, which involved a $10,000 donation of taxpayers' money made by the township.
It's very broad in the scope. It's very broad in the number of people and entities they're asking for records on. So there must be some serious allegations of wrongdoing that they're trying.
Very serious.
It's the second round of federal subpoenas. On April 20th, 4 FBI agents served a pair of subpoenas on the village of Dalton, asking for the personnel files of 29 employees.
I was pleasantly surprised.
Stephanie Wiedemann is a former township employee turned whistleblower who's been helping the FBI in its investigation.
What do we want? Our township back!
Over the weekend, she took part in a rally of Thornton Township residents calling
they not playing
to resign. Wiedemann says the latest subpoenas are a welcome sign.
I hope that the township finds a way to be able to recoup the damage that has been done. But I hope that the people that did the damage, there's repercussions for making bad decisions.
Through a spokesperson, Henyard declined to comment about the subpoenas. The township has until May 20th to turn over all those records to a federal grand jury that's been impaneled to investigate. Dane Placco, Fox 32 Chicago.
What a shame. Really, truly, what a shame that you are in a position where you can not only give people hope, but you can provide the aid to, remove said hope away. But instead, you're taking the tax dollars money and you're funding all of these different frivolous situations, including paying your boy. What's up with these people in these political or government positions, I'm meant to say, paying their boyfriends? We seen what happened with Fannie Willis and Nathan Wade, you know what I mean? But apparently her lover was head of a security firm or some sort of mentorship. I can't even remember. It was so much information hitting me at once. But this is a very sad thing to see. Somebody whom is representing the city and somebody who comes out and says she got your back, only to find out that she really got her own back, paying extra money for police for security, which is taking away from being able to help aid the city. And we all know that Illinois, Chicago specifically, but Illinois, man, they have a certain reputation when it comes to violence. And beyond that, what makes this even look worse is the fact that the Dale Gallardo Law Group is saying that Tiffany Henyard has not paid them to represent her, and they're considering withdrawing. Mind you, she as the date of this video, she has 13 days before all of this information that the subpoena is requesting has to be turned in. So it's a lot going on, man. I heard that she's also trying to hide some sexual assault allegations. I don't know much about that. I've been doing some searching, but no progress has been made in that. But I've seen at least 3 different comments on my quest to get information about Tiffany Henyard saying that. So yeah, I'm going to put that out there. If y'all got any more information on that, please send it my way. So just to make sure, y'all have a thorough understanding, she was served with 2 different subpoenas on Friday, and one of them focuses on her and her private work, and one that revolves around Township, according to the local station, which obtained copies. And the second subpoena asks for a trove of Township financial documents like budgets, payroll records, and ordinances covering credit card purchases, expense reports, and reimbursements, security details, and use of vehicles, according to Fox 32. The information that the feds are seeking shows that Henyard is the primary target for sure. But of course, she has to play the victim role. She's saying that people are just after their mayor, and she has so much proof to prove them wrong.
Created it all. So I'm just showing you the facts so that you'll know what to do with it later. Don't get me wrong. I'm going to post it. I'm going to send a video out. I'm going to snapshot it. I'm going to put it in a magazine for you. I'm going to give you every way to understand it so you can understand that your village is in jeopardy because of people's hatred for your mayor. My God. People got to sometimes just stop with the mess and come and take care of the business so we can move forward and grow our village. Because at the end of the day, when I came in here, we cleared up a lot of things. We cleaned up a lot of things. With that being said, I'm just happy to say that we're doing greater. I'm going to basically address everybody at conversation with the mayor. You will hear about finances because they said they didn't have the finances, then they said they do have the finances. Which one is it? If you don't got the finances, how you...
I'm laughing because she said alizations and fats. Oh boy, people in Chicago, boy, y'all country for real. And I live in the South, but y'all country. She definitely has a lot on her plate, and the people in Illinois, they are not satisfied with her at all. They've been voicing their opinion back to back in these town hall meetings. And come on, man, let's talk about everything she's accused of. Stripping business licenses away from people who don't make donations to her campaign. Are you kidding me? So you're not allowed to operate a business if you don't support our cause. It's basically how that works. That's a form of bullying and harassment. You have to pay for play kickbacks and bribes. I don't even know what that means. I'm gonna be honest. Taking lavish first-class vacations and trips on taxpayer dimes. That speaks for itself. Building a city ice skating rink is only open for her. That is only open for her functions. I was gonna say, wait, that sounds like something cool, nah? But it's only open at her. I don't know how true none of these things are. I'm not there, but this is what the people are saying. 5, using the taxpayers' money for marketing, self-promotion, music videos, and 120 plus billboards with her face. Damn. Yeah, that seems unnecessary. But I don't know the purpose, but just going off top, black and white, that seems unnecessary. Using taxpayer money, $30K per month for a PR firm to help clean up her image. Double dipping as the mayor of Dalton, Illinois, and the township supervisor of Thornton Board trustees, which I don't really know the intricacies of both jobs to know if it would be a conflict of interest in any kind of way, but I would like to think that you can't 100% focus on one and 100% focus on the other as well, but that's just going off top with no knowledge. She passed policies that state if she's not reelected, the upcoming township supervisor would get a 90% pay cut. Oh man, this is some super bullying shit right here. Come on, y'all. She got one more right here. has allowed police officers to submit time cards with overtime that's impossible to obtain. Yes, she had people working like more hours that in a week. She had them docked for that. Example, 303 hours for one officer, Terry Young, bi-weekly attained over $13,000. And then in addition to that, she snuck the township into a $7 million deficit. Wow. She's been heard comparing herself to Martin Luther King and publicly told citizens they better have their money. Her money, I'm sorry. They better have her money. You know, the great quote from Rihanna. She played the song "Bitch Better Have My Money" by Rihanna at the same meeting. She's currently receiving $300,000 in pay, $600 a day per diem, and other kickbacks from Illinois, and zero transparency. So kickbacks meaning, you know, getting some money, kick back to her. I don't really know. I got to go look up the definition of this real quick, y'all. It says a payment made to someone who has facilitated a transaction or appointment, especially illicitly. Now, the part that's the most comical to me is the fact that they have former Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot. She has been hired to investigate Tiffany Henyard. Talk about what the hell are we doing?
To appoint Lori E. Lightfoot as special investigator for the Village of Dalton. Motion passed.
The former federal prosecutor turned mayor will now be a paid investigator, digging into the details of Dalton's multi-million-dollar deficit and alleged misdeeds of Mayor Tiffany Henyard.
I will follow the facts where they lead without bias and reserve comments from this night forward until the work is complete.
Lightfoot's to-do list is long, including finding millions of dollars in unpaid bills and a lavish village-funded trip to Las Vegas for Henyard and a few trustees and village employees last year.
All allegations of misconduct and all internal investigations, if any, along with any village, state, and federal law violations.
But her investigation could be stunted before it even begins. Dalton Mayor Tiffany Henyard, who wasn't present Monday, has the power to veto Lightfoot's appointment.
It's obvious that a veto will happen, but we have the majority.
Frustrated and financially strapped, Dalton taxpayers have questions about this $400 per hour investigation.
I'm a very determined person. We are prepared to do what is necessary to get to the facts.
But whatever Lightfoot finds, the former prosecutor lacks any authority to bring anything more than information.
Illinois so fed up, they like, you know what? We gonna bring, you know what I'm saying? We gonna bring Lori back. And they don't even like Lori. Trust me, it's all of us are. In addition to that, they're going to be issuing more tax dollars to her to investigate Tiffany Henyard, who has the power to veto and just make her go away. So all she is what we are. People who just can find information and present it. Hell, sign me up.